Attention, humanity. An unprecedented catastrophe is unfolding, one whose scale is beyond your wildest nightmares. It's already begun, and you're witnessing it right now. Something terrifying is happening to our home, to Earth, and if we don't stop it now, we simply won't have a future. Today, we're peering into a chilling scenario that once seemed like science fiction, but now it's knocking at our door. A scenario that will reshape continents, drown cities, and unleash geological forces of unimaginable power. We're not talking about a gradual inconvenience, we're talking about a planetary reset. Are you ready to face the truth they don't want you to know? Prepare yourself for the most terrifying what if you've ever heard. Stay with us and you'll discover what happens if all the ice on Earth melts. Forget leisurely strolls on the beach. Imagine scuba diving through the hollowed-out skeletons of skyscrapers. Forget summer breezes. Prepare for super hurricanes that dwarf anything you've ever witnessed. We're not just talking about a few inches of sea level rise. We're talking about a global inundation that will redraw the very map of the world. Coastal cities, cradles of civilization, will become watery graveyards. Islands will vanish beneath the waves, taking with them entire cultures and histories. Miami, Venice, gone. London, New York, submerged monuments to a bygone era. But the human cost is just the tip of the melting iceberg. The environmental consequences are almost too horrifying to contemplate. The oceans, already struggling under the weight of pollution and overfishing, will face a catastrophe of unprecedented proportions. Delicate ecosystems, finely tuned over millennia, will collapse. Species will vanish, silencing the symphony of life forever. And as the ice melts, it unleashes a hidden terror trapped beneath the frozen ground for millennia. Methane, a greenhouse gas far more potent than carbon dioxide. A ticking bomb that will supercharge global warming, pushing our planet past the point of no return. The very ground beneath our feet is turning against us. Prepare for a world of unimaginable chaos. Super hurricanes will tear across the globe, leaving trails of devastation in their wake. Mega tsunamis will obliterate coastlines, reshaping the landscape in an instant. Droughts will parch fertile lands, turning them into dust bowls. The weather, once predictable, will become a relentless force of destruction. But the terror doesn't end there. The melting ice is a weight that has been pressing down on the Earth's crust for millennia. As that weight is lifted, the land will rebound, triggering earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and landslides. The very Earth itself will convulse in agony. Is this the future that awaits us? A watery wasteland devoid of hope? A planet ravaged by our own negligence? Don't despair. It's not too late. The power to change this future lies in your hands. So let's dive deep into the science behind this terrifying scenario. Let's uncover the truth about melting ice and its consequences. And most importantly, let's find out what we can do to pull our planet back from the brink. Stay with us and prepare to be shocked, enlightened, and hopefully inspired to action. Ice. It's beautiful, majestic, and kind of important for keeping our planet habitable. But what would happen if it all disappeared? If every glacier, ice sheet, and iceberg turned to water? Buckle up, because this isn't just about higher sea levels. It's a total planetary transformation. First, let's understand the scale. We're not just talking about your ice cubes melting. We're talking about roughly 5 million cubic miles of ice. Most of it is locked up in the Greenland and Antarctic ice sheets. If all that ice melted, it would raise global sea levels by approximately 260 feet, 80 meters. That's like adding an 80-meter-tall water tower to every coastline on the planet. The most immediate and obvious consequence: coastal cities, gone. Imagine New York City underwater up to the skyscrapers, London's Houses of Parliament becoming a scuba diving destination. And Miami? Well, Miami just becomes part of the Atlantic. Hundreds of millions of people would be displaced, leading to massive refugee crises and geopolitical instability. Coastal economies would collapse, and the world would face unprecedented challenges in relocating and accommodating such a massive population shift. But it's not just about where people live. The environmental consequences would be catastrophic. Changes in ocean currents would disrupt marine ecosystems, leading to widespread species extinction. The melting of permafrost would release massive amounts of methane, a potent greenhouse gas, further accelerating global warming. This creates a feedback loop: more melting, more methane, more warming, more melting. Furthermore, the loss of ice would reduce Earth's albedo, its ability to reflect sunlight. With less ice reflecting sunlight back into space, the Earth would absorb more heat, leading to even higher temperatures. The sheer weight of all that ice presses down on the Earth's crust. When it melts, the land begins to rebound, a process called isostatic rebound. This can trigger earthquakes and volcanic activity. The increased ocean surface area would lead to higher humidity and more extreme weather events. We're talking super hurricanes, mega monsoons, and unprecedented rainfall in many regions. The salinity of the oceans would also decrease as fresh water mixes with salt water, further disrupting marine ecosystems. Is there any silver lining? Well, maybe a tiny one. New land would be exposed in previously glaciated areas, potentially opening up new areas for agriculture and resource extraction. However, this would be a small consolation compared to the scale of the devastation. The melting of all the ice on Earth isn't just a hypothetical scenario. It's a stark reminder of the consequences of climate change. While it's unlikely to happen overnight, the continued melting of glaciers and ice sheets is a serious threat that we need to address urgently. Reduce your carbon footprint, support climate action initiatives, and let's work together to keep our planet cool.